Yeah, man, this is my latest release, you know?
Position, we have to take position. In transition, we have got transition. Transformation, is validation. Take your position, take your position.
Thank you to everybody who has made it down to come and sit in on the conversation on the couch this evening with our very special guest, the one and only Lloyd Coxsone. Lloyd Coxsone, welcome.
Yeah, man, welcome and greetings to everyone, you know? It's a pleasure coming here to do this in my hometown, you know, Brixton. So, enough respect.
Thank you so much, and that is one of the reasons why we've called you this evening to speak with us, because it is your hometown, it is close to your heart, and we'd like to hear from you about the history of Brixton.
Yeah, man, Brixton is a dynamic place, very nice, you know? Spend most of my life here, I have a lot of friends, all the great sound system in England started here in Brixton.
Wow.
So,
All of them?
most,
Wow.
the majority of the sound system in England started here in Brixton, Summer Lake Road. It's up the road, you know? So it's a big history.
There's a whole heap of history. So when we talk about sound systems started here, what era, what year is this?
Well, listen, sound system started in Brixton from about 1957.
So that's just after Windrush.
Yeah, that's before the time before I come to England. I come to England in 1962. Sound system was already playing. You know? And we go on to learn a lot from all these great sound so that we could come and build our own sound. So yeah, sound system been running here from about 1957. Jukevin is the first sound system who brought the sound system knowledge from Jamaica to England. And then after Jukevin, you have Count Suckle, you have Safrana B, you have Neville, musical enchanter, Duke Lee, Savai. I can carry on and give you about 50, you know what I mean?
There is no shortage of sound systems that have come out of Brixton or out of this part of South London.
No. It all started here in Brixton.
Amazing.
Coming from Jamaica. Jamaica is the first place that created sound system. And Jukevin was working on a sound in Jamaica, and then he brought the knowledge to England, and here we are.
And that was it. It was a hit, and I think, if I'm not wrong, and do correct me if I am wrong, Lloydie, the reason why sound systems were created here was because of the lack of our cultural music being available in society, in communities and shops here.
Let's face it, it was the only entertainment for Caribbean people in England. And it started in basement, or we used to call it, people call it shubeen.
We still call it shubeen.
And I remember the first time I got to shubeen with some elder Jamaican people, Caribbean, from different Caribbean islands, some Irish people, some Scottish people. They were down there drinking, playing domino together, you know what I mean? So that's where the thing coming from until we come out of the basement and come into the house, where people, when you're keeping a dance in the house owner would take the furniture and take out everything and carry it around the backyard and put a tarpaulin and cover it up, and then use a 3 room for a dance. We call it blues dance. Wow. You understand?
So from shebeen to blues dance, there would be food?
Yeah, food and drinks. Yeah, and
music.
then what happened? The police take set and blues dance, because you know they passed the law that after 12 o'clock you can't make noise in England.
When was this?
Yeah.
What kind of year?
1960, coming down. They say after 12 o'clock is unsocial hours. You can't make any noise. And when we string up sound system and play, we make noise until the next morning.
But it was in your home. It was in your own house.
Yeah,
so
but what the police do, the police would come 12:30 and 1 o'clock and raid the dance, let the police come in, mash up the dance, thief out all the drinks and load up in them van, carry all the drinks to the station and charge you for selling drinks without license. And the trouble, when you go to court, then don't bring one bottle of drink or one tin and drink it out around the station on a Brixton.
So when you went to court, there was no evidence. They never
No,
produced
they don't-
any evidence.
they don't
because
need
they,
it.
they don't what?
They don't need no evidence.
Oh, your mic has gone off.
They don't need no evidence because the judge believes them.
Of course.
Do you understand? So they don't carry any drink to say this is a drink that they were selling. They just charge you for selling drinks without license and mash up the dance, you know what I mean? And we never have any way to go and entertain ourselves. So that's why people always have to keep the dance in their houses. And then the police come 12:30 and mash it up. Because they know that after 12 o'clock is on social hour, so they make sure they come 12:30.
That must have been quite scary, frightening, horrific.
Well, it go on for a long time until what is going to change that now. I was playing at a dance, a blues dance in Milkwood Road, a road called Windmill Road.
In Brixton.
Yes, and I was playing my sound and the dance was full. And 1 o'clock, police turn up and tell me to switch off. And we had enough of them, you know. And I tell him that I'm not switching off.
Wow.
And he said, I said you must switch off. And I said, I'm telling you not switching off this, but I will turn it down.
Okay, that's a good
And
compromise.
then he come back and he said, I fucking said to switch it off. And I said to him, I'm not fucking switching it off. So he draw the button. And draw the button to crash the turntable. And I grab hold of his hand and punch him in the nose.
Wow. They must have done you for
the other two police try to come and hold me and the crowd batter them, you know?
Good.
So,
Good.
in all, the women, them in the Brixton women, them in the dance, they come out of the dance, they fight them way out of the dance, because the police, who we had the trouble with, they send for a barrage of police. They surround the place, pure blue light flashing. And them said, let out the Brixton woman them. The woman them in Brixton, they was very militant. They come out and they was building a gas station across the road and they take all the brick and they lick out every police car window and windscreen. 14 of them police car mash up and beat up the bonnet and thing. What they did, they wring out my hand in my shoulder and kick me and beat me. Yeah. And then give me 1 year. They give me 1 year in prison because you're afraid when it's them come into the house and create a fray.
And ignited the situation.
Yeah. But that dance changed a lot of things in the community.
How so?
Because it was a big news about this thing. You know, how much police car get damaged and police end up in a hospital as well as some of our people will get injured. Because it was a big fight.
Yes.
The staircase broke off in the house and was a riot, a mini riot. So they learned something from that. And after that now, when they come to the dance, 12:30 or 1 o'clock, they would ring the bell and say, who is keeping this party? And anyone could say, I am keeping it. And they said, okay, turn the sound down, because if we have to come back, we will turn it off. It's a different approach.
It is.
They never used to do that before. They just come in and just tell you shut it off and that's it. And then, you know, people just start to, entertainment just start to, and they stop it. So we've been through a lot of things in this community. Yeah, in Brixton.
Wow. You know, what you're explaining there goes some way to, it kind of brought me memories of what would happen with the pirate radio stations as well. The same kind of raiding was done by the police. You know, we hear the stories of the police barging into radio stations and literally smashing the equipment, you know, and taking the DJs off to the station, often under duress. So there would be violence. They would be beaten up. This seems to be a way that the police were functioning and at that time.
Yeah. Well, what happened when Margaret Thatcher come to power? That was even worse.
I was going to say, what changed?
What she did, she and the Home Secretary Douglas Hurd, they passed a lot of young police officers through the system that wasn't properly trained.
Okay.
Some little 24-year-old and 22-year-old little white guys become police, and they send them into Brixton here to shake up Brixton.
Like a training ground.
Yeah, but instead of Brixton, shake them up. You know, because some militant people live in Brixton here, and they come in here and they do all kind of things with people. For instance, I had a record shop in Colava Lane. And one Saturday morning I was there packing out some record. And some women run around to my shop and say, oh, there's a famous Rasta man named Malachi. They're killing Mr. Malachi around the road. I say, what? Yeah, police is killing him around there. When we rush around there, they hold him by his locks, pulling him on the ground by his locks.
Dragging him on the ground.
And we go right in between and say, you have to arrest this man, better let go his locks, because it is painful for holding him on and drying him on for locks. All he did,
and it's inhumane.
Yeah, all he did, he parked his car to go and buy a bread into the bakery. And they tell him must move on. And he said, I won't be long, I'm just going to get a bread.
Okay, that sounds fair.
And they grab all of him, you know, and some people run and say, you see, when we go around, you know, we stop them. And then it caused one big fight.
I'm not surprised, because that kind of behaviour is barbaric, it's inhumane, and it seems to be a pattern of treatment.
This was the treatment of the police in this community.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes, at that time. And we had many deaths in police custody at that time, throughout those decades.
You couldn't, even people with a car, you know, as you come into Brixton, police will just jump down on you and search you. People going about their business, they want to, you know, they just come to rough up the area. That's what happened.
Why do you think they felt that was what they had to do?
Well, they didn't have anything else more to do. They didn't
there
have
were
any
the
more.
punks, there were the miners, there was other areas of society, of the community where people were rising up or that needed policing. You know, there were.
I don't know, probably through so much black people live in Brixton, they just choose to pick on the people in Brixton. You know
Do you think this was race?
It was to the highest level. It was race.
Discriminatory.
It was racism to the highest level.
And why do you think that there was racism of that kind at that time? Was it fear?
It wasn't fear. It wasn't fear at all. Probably they're saying that there's too much black people living in the community. You understand? And they had the power. They had the power from the Prime Minister and the government to do whatever they feel to do against us. And there were a lot of decent people living in Brixton. And I think it's the police that caused Brixton to be ruffled.
Now, this seems kind of unfair to me, because there were a lot of black people in the UK at that time, and that is because they come over because they were invited to come here. Yes, and some of them had already been here because they'd served in the war.
Yeah, a lot of people serve in the RAF and serve in the army, doing things to help England. But I think after they finished helping England didn't want them anymore.
I see. So you've done your use. You've outlived your usefulness now.
That's right.
Yes.
So get out. You know what I mean?
Okay. So the no blacks, no dogs, no Irish. Yeah, was a shunt.
Well, I give you something that happened to me.
Okay.
When I come from Jamaica to England, I didn't like England.
Okay.
I wanted no part of England. I didn't see any mango tree. I didn't see no fruit tree. I didn't see no river where we can go and catch fish. I didn't see any sea because I come here when I was 18.
I was going to ask, how old were you when
I come here when I was 18.
Yeah.
That means
from Jamaica?
Yeah, I finished school in Jamaica and love Jamaica. Right? So I tell my dad I want to return to Jamaica the next day.
Did you?
Yeah. And my dad said that he didn't have any money to send me back to Jamaica.
So you have to hold tight for a
while. No, he said my bigger brother, because I come here to my dad and my brother, didn't have any other family in England. My mom didn't come here.
Okay.
So my dad tell my bigger brother to take me to the youth exchange to sign on. He said, go and get a job and work and save the money and get your fare back to Jamaica.
Yes, that's good.
But I've been going to the youth exchange for almost 1 year. And they had 5 trays with job cards. And he couldn't give me a job out of it. So one day I go there and I give him some of my Jamaican verbal. Yeah, I lose my cool and say, why you not giving me a job and you have 5 trays of job? And I give him some of my Jamaican verbal and he turn red like a mango. And then he said, okay, mister, I'm going to show you why I can't give you one of these cards.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, I'll tell you. So he pulled one of the cards out of the tray.
Yeah.
And said, look at this. This is why I can't give you one of the cards. When the back of the card have a big writing, it's a NCP on the back of the card.
What does that stand for?
No colored people. So I couldn't get a job out of those 5 trays because all of it's and then you pull a next tray and it's a NIP, no Irish people.
Wow.
And no colored people.
Well, you
can be sent to none of these jobs.
Wow. The upside is that now we have equality information on job applications now. So and we can even request jobs to be targeted to certain communities if they are serving in a particular demographic where
for the younger generation now.
Yes. Now we have that, and thank goodness we do, because
that's good.
That is, I'm shocked and I'm disgusted that they would be able to get away with doing that back in those days.
Those days was the illiterate days, I call those days the illiterate days.
Why?
Where white people didn't used to black people much. And they didn't understand our way of life, and we didn't understand theirs either. So the whole thing was
illiterate.
It was illiterate time,
Ignorant and illiterate.
That's why I'm saying sound system did all the great work to break down the racial barriers.
Yes.
Because when we are playing sound system in a blues party, some of the white people that live on that road where the party is keeping, they come to the party and enjoy themselves.
Yes.
And then that start to break down the racial barriers that black people and white people start to get together, dancing together, drinking together, you know what I mean? So sound system is what break down the racial barriers here in England. And not only in Brixton, but throughout the whole of England.
I think so. I think it's throughout the world.
Yeah,
Actually, I think reggae has been influential in bringing communities together, bringing people together.
It has been.
I think across the world, and also helping other nations and other races understand us as black people, as African people, as Caribbean people. Because there's so much negative press out there. On us. I mean, if I was to go online now and look at the history of Brixton, I'd see riots. I would see police brutality. I'd see deaths, shootings, people that died during police raids. Yes, the New Cross fire,
Yeah, everything
which
is
was
there.
arson. That was a massacre.
Everything was there. I was on the march at the New Cross fire. No 13 dead and
Yeah,
nothing said. Yeah, I was on that march, you know.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I was on that march.
Yes, had to be.
Yeah.
I left my hometown and came to London.
That was one of the worst things that happened to black youth here in
yes.
England, you know.
Yes.
And thing. But
Yes,
that
it
thing,
was an arson attack. For those of you who haven't heard about it,
yeah.
could you give us a summary of what that massacre was?
Well, I tell you, it touches everyone, both black and white.
Yeah.
It touches everyone's feelings, you know, to think that some youth could be having a party in a house and someone go and set it alight, you know. And that's really wicked, you know.
They poured something or threw something through the letterbox. I think it was poured. Lighter
Yeah,
fuel.
I can't comment on that because I don't really know why. All I know that somebody go and catch the house on fire.
A fire.
With
Yeah.
those youth having a party, you know.
Yes.
And I think it's one of the worst things.
Yes, because they were trapped inside and 13 lost their
Yeah,
lives.
one of the worst
And
things.
13 lost their lives.
Yeah. And the government didn't do much about it.
Yes. No.
Because
till now.
no one had been
Nobody-
charged
Exactly.
for doing that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So this, you see how the scale is not balanced properly, you know?
Till today. Similar with Stephen
Yeah.
Lawrence. In modern times, we have a similar,
Yeah.
injustice that has happened with Stephen Lawrence and many others. But Stephen Lawrence is probably the most known name, recognisable name in
Yeah.
terms of injustice against
Yeah.
black people.
But Brixton,
Mm.
whenever they report anything about Brixton,
Yes.
they always try to report the negative,
Yes.
some negative thing.
Yes.
The last thing that happened in Brixton is at the hotel, where there was a show
Ah, yes.
and a lot of people was trying to get in, and
Yes, it was an Afrobeat show.
it bring a stampede.
Yes.
But the news people reported on the O2, they are very horrible people because
Yes.
they don't. Before they report that it was a accident, people were trying to get in because they thought that the show had started and was hurrying to get in, and then it caused a stampede. Instead of they report that, they report, oh yes, drugs was selling outside and peer people selling drugs at the front. You understand? I've been to the O2.
Mm-hmm.
Right, anytime show keep there. I even keep show there myself. And I never see no whole heap of drugs selling out there.
No.
1 and 2 man out there smoke 2 split one thing, and which you know anyway go man smoke them weed now. Man, the weed the man smoke now, first time, if you have a bag of weed you get 1 year in prison. For that going to Brixton, yes sir. A lot of man go to prison in a Brixton for 1 split.
For one split, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's history.
And the thing is, and talking about Brixton and the history of Brixton, the O2 is probably the most iconic venue, closely followed by the Electric.
Of course, that's why they want to close it. Because they always give Brixton negative press.
But the O2, I don't understand why they want to close it, because the O2 has housed rock stars, pop stars, reggae, soul, funk, Afrobeat stars. It hasn't been just black music that has.
We've been going to the O2 from it was a cinema, theatre.
Oh, it was a theatre.
It was before.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Just like the Electric. Electric was a theatre as well, cinema.
Okay.
And you could go and watch a film. You know, and these turn into music venues. So, you know, they want to close it. And they don't want it to be here in Brixton. They don't want you to have anything in Brixton.
Which also I think is it troubles me, because entertainment, having places to go where you can mingle, let your hair down after a hard week's work,
But
hard month's work.
there's
Is it
not
central for
much
all you?
Outernational.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all. You have the Electric
Yes.
and you have O2.
Just for?
And few little more places. You have a place run by Recreation.
Oh yes. They used
All
to
right.
be the Brixton Reg.
When the riot, Lord,
that's the 81 riot.
yes, Lords Carman come down to Brixton.
Mm.
They have some meeting with us down here,
Mhm.
and then they gave us the recreation that we could keep dancing the recreation, and they also band march. They cut up band march and give it to small
Small
people,
traders.
small trader to have something.
Mm.
But you see, after 2 years, everybody have to run out of band march
Why?
because private investor take it over and double the rent. So the people
That
couldn't.
right, Trey?
Yeah, the people couldn't pay the rent, so they have to run out. They only did that to cool down the riot thing.
Okay.
But after they think that the riot was cooled down, everybody had to run out of that place.
So let's talk regeneration, because that sounds to me like what has happened here,
Yeah.
or what has formed part of the change that has happened to Brixton.
But who's regeneration for? Who would help in the community? It doesn't help the people who live here. It's people from all different places come and get that. You tell me which black people have any club in Brixton where everything started. Can you name me one?
Maybe it's not about the clubs. Maybe
All right.
it's about other businesses,
All right.
food businesses,
Bricks.
maybe groceries.
It's clear Indian own food business in a Brixton. You go in a Brixton market and look. Up here, coolie man, I run business in a Brixton market. No black man on a business. I can tell you one black man business that still survive in Brixton is the Black and White Cafe,
Where's that?
Railton Road.
Okay.
That has been there from the beginning of time, and it is still there, serving the people food. I can't say anything else. Look at Lambeth Town Hall. We could go to Lambeth Town Hall and book Lambeth Town Hall for £600 until it go to £1,200, till it go to £1,800. Do you know how much to keep a dance in Brixton Town Hall today?
Don't tell me it's over £1,600–1,800 pounds.
It is £4,800.
How can it stand?
£4,800 to book Brixton Town Hall.
Wow, that's
right
incredible.
now.
That's
To
incredible.
keep a dance, and then they're telling you that you can't have more than 150 people. Then how can you spend £5,000 and only take in 150 people?
That means each ticket's going to have to be
You understand what's going on around here?
£200.
That's what's going on around into this community.
No. And you're going to have to.
There is nothing. I don't know who is the man that the people in Brixton vote for now. But the people in Brixton need to go and talk to the people who they are voting for in this community. And ask them what the hell is going on. Right?
Is Brixton Labour or Conservative?
I don't know.
But
I
they're not
don't
doing
know.
enough anyway.
But they're not doing nothing, not even the mayor of London doing anything for Brixton. And then when the election, the people them still jump out of the house and go and vote.
I think they're just, because they know that voting is a pathway to getting change.
Yeah,
in
but
place.
the people must live up now, grow up now. Rise up and know, so well, if I'm voting for you, we must get something back out of our vote that we give to you. You must supply us something. So, there's no recreation around here for youth and youth. There's nothing for the youth and youth. And then they say, oh, the youth them is bad and the youth them is this. The youth, they are alright, all the youth they need is help. They need help
things to do.
and people to organize them and challenge them into the right way to do things.
Mentor, show them
Yes,
the right way.
when I'm running my
skills.
song, Coxsone song, you know how much youth I take up off the street of Brixton?
That's another thing that
I take up a lot of youth off the street of Brixton, get them involved into music business. And today some of them are big men.
Stars, yes.
Everyone who come to Coxsone leave with a name and doing something sensible.
Yes.
One and two of them fall by the way, which you'll never expect that every one of them is going to come out.
This is life, and we all want our children and our friends to have the best outcome in life, but not everybody is going. Not everybody's going to be able to do that.
No.
Mistakes happen. People make mistakes,
Yeah,
and some
you-
more than others.
We have to admit that some youth definitely don't have the ambition to do things, you know?
Absolutely.
Don't care how you try with them, you know what I mean?
But Coxsone, and you tried, you know, what you accomplished.
I do a lot of things. I carry a lot of youth to studio,
yeah,
record them.
It was incredible.
Keep a lot of shows, people that is in trouble with their bills, they keep a dance, I go and I play. You understand?
Yes.
They make a money so that they can pay the bills. People have them children going to school and going through a lot of problem and thing with financial problem, and we go and play at a dance for them.
Good.
That the next day they might make a few coppers and can, even if they can't do all of it, then can pay them something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we do all these things in the community.
Yeah. And how many sound systems can say that they have done the same?
Well, quite a few done the same thing. It's not only Coxsone Sound done it. A lot of good soundmen in this community that do those things as well. You understand?
So tell us about tribesmen, because Coxsone is not only, I see you smiling, is not only a sound system. Lloyd Coxsone is not just a selector. You're also a producer, and you had, or you may still have, what has happened to Tribesman?
Tribesman is still going alright, you know?
Tribesman record label is still going?
Yeah.
Wow.
Barry Isaacs, he releases all my things on Tribesman, you know?
There must be over 30 singles and some LPs as well, right?
Yeah, you see, when you're in the sound business, the next step is to start producing. Because why I produce song, I want to produce something to play on the sound that nobody else has.
Of course, that's part of sound system culture.
Yeah, that's where we are right from, you know. I make a song in the studio and only Coxsone one can play this and thing, you know, but that alone couldn't pay the bill, so we have to start release them. You understand?
Because after all, every people that hear it and love it want to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come to the dances.
Even
to hear
Jamaica.
it play it, of course.
Even Jamaica. There is no sound in England or Europe that play more Jamaica music more than Coxsone Sound. Because in the 1970s coming on to 80s, a lot of great sound developed, a lot of young sound developed. Big sound, you know, when you're playing with these sound, you have to be good.
On your toes.
Because they lick your head out.
Ready.
Yeah, they're ready, youth, you know.
Okay.
They watch what we doing. The younger youth, them watch what we doing, and when they build a sound and come at us, we have to be ready.
Can you name some, as you're telling us these stories?
You have some like Shaka.
Jashaka,
Yeah.
Zulu Warrior.
Mombasa,
Of course, yes.
Lord David, Young Lion, you know what I mean?
Yes, thank you.
All these great songs, they come up, challenge Coxsone. They never beat me. They never beat me, but they get good because the effort that they made to come and lick me off the top, it made them good.
Yes.
Because if you're coming to play Coxsone, you have to make effort. Because what I do, I fly to Jamaica and cut the music off the reel-to-reel tape before it is released. So I'm playing a lot of songs that people don't hear. Alright, take Burning Spear. The first time you hear Burning Spear in this country, it's Coxsone Sound play Burning Spear first.
Wow. What year was that?
That's about, coming early 80s.
Early 80s.
Yeah.
Wow.
When you hear about Royal Rasses, it's Coxsone Sound. Bob Marley, we've been playing Bob Marley from Bob Marley was Soul Rebel. And then the Wailers come. A lot of people only play Bob Marley when Bob Marley get to Bob Marley and the High Trees. We've been playing Bob Marley from Wailers. You understand?
And it is the word is out there that Coxsone is a sound system that broke certain artists.
Yes.
And that breaking an artist means breaking that artist into a community. Elevating that artist.
A lot of
that
artists.
To the UK audience.
Dennis Brown.
Yes.
Greg Riser.
Yes.
Fred Locks. Name it. Johnny Clark. Great Sugar Minor. Because why we bust those artists? Because I go to Jamaica and cut their music off tape before it is released. Like one day I got to Lee Perry. Lee Perry is my friend. And said to Lee Perry, can you give me some of the songs that you recorded with Bob Marley that you didn't release?
And he gave you?
He gave me 2 big songs. He gave me Bob Marley song named Rainbow Country.
Rainbow Country.
And for the next one he gave me 2 songs.
Well, Rainbow Country, we all know it.
Yeah.
Yes. So you brought those 2 songs here.
Yeah.
Then did he do a special mix for you?
No.
Or he just took them off of the reel?
No, just off the reel to
straight to you?
Yeah.
And you press them? Test press?
No, we cut the dub plate in Jamaica and we play it in dub plate because when we get songs from these studios, we didn't get them to release them or to give anyone else it. It was just song that they gave us to play on the song.
So which?
Natural Mystic was the next song.
Got it.
Natural Mystic. And we get Color Red song from Lee Perry, from Creation, those songs. Max Romeo song we're going to put on the Iron Shirt, Chase the Devil Out of Town.
Wow.
Those songs.
Yes. Which cutting house did you cutting houses were you using in Jamaica?
Everyone. I go to King Tubby's Waterhouse. I cut a lot of dub plate there. I go to Channel 1, Maxfield Avenue. Cut a lot of plate there. Mighty Diamonds, Red Rise, Dennis Brown, all the artists there. I go to Joe Gibbs. Cut all the Dennis Brown.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Those are all
Go to
classic.
Dynamics.
Yes.
Go to Tough Gang.
Wow.
You name it.
Wow.
Go to Randy's.
Where are they now? Where are these cutting houses? Where are these studios?
You see, the older generation who control the music thing in Jamaica those days, all of them passed away.
All or nearly all? Most
Nearly
of them?
all of them passed away. The last one was Bonnie Lee that passed away. Those were the people like Duke, Sir Coxsone Dad, Duke Reed the Trojan, Byron Lee, Bonnie Lee, you know, all these men, Joe Gibbs, they hold the foundation together of the reggae music. They're coming from ska, right through to rocksteady, to reggae. They was a pioneer of this. But since all of those people pass away, it's like everything is not going good again.
You know, it's also said that part of this change that's happened with reggae music in Jamaica is that some of those pioneers actually left Jamaica. They left Jamaica to Europe or to America or to the UK, and in doing that,
No, that's
left
not
the
true.
businesses.
That's not true.
No?
They
Good.
die and
Set the
leave
record straight.
They die and leave the music. They die out and leave the studios. The younger generation, they didn't carry on what they were doing. And in Jamaica now, all the studio most is digital studio. When the older generation was there was reel to reel, which you get a different beat. You get a different beat from the computer.
What do you think of the change that's happened in the actual production of sound, of music now? And what do you where do you see the future of reggae?
You have to adapt changes, you know?
Yeah.
Because nothing stays forever the same way. It is a new generation and they see and do things much different from how the older generation do this thing, you know? So we have to embrace the change. Because it don't make sense to tell them, don't do this and don't do that. They're going to do the thing the way they see it. You understand? So I think the reggae music is still great.
Yeah.
And a lot of people is still making good reggae music. You understand?
I like your new release, Raphaelia.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we have a lot of new producers and a lot of new artists. There's one thing that I would say I don't like about the reggae thing now is that it's the do-over, you know?
Oh, really?
Most
You
of
don't
it-
like do-overs?
Most of it is do-over. They take the old songs that we already play them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we want young people to use their knowledge and write songs and record it, hoping to get into the British chart.
But don't you think
Because I don't think that none of the do-over songs that's happening is going to get into the British chart.
Okay.
You have to go and write songs, new songs, use your idea and your ability to write new lyrics if you're thinking to go into the British chart. And I'm saying to every young artist, if you're an artist or a singer, you must have the ambition, want to make a song that go into the British chart. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
It's that you're wasting time if you're not thinking to aim to that level.
Mm-hmm. But isn't there also some value in familiarity? Yes. So a song that is already known, that people already know, they're familiar with the beat, with the words, with the rhythm, timing, the melody of it. So to reproduce that or do over it in a reggae style or in another style, surely wouldn't that be more attractive to the ear?
we started out Jamaican music by recording the old American R&B.
Okay.
We already done that.
Yes.
So we don't need to do it again.
Okay.
We need to move on with new materials.
Okay.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
We already done that. If you listen to radio,
Mm-hmm.
every time you hear a song now, it's a song that I already play already. Somebody go and make over.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it coming like reggae get caught on the motorway in a motor jam. We don't want that. We want to encourage young people to write a song. You and your friend and you go out every day, you have experience, you see a lot of things happening. Just think, you can write a song original that can get into the British chart, because if you are in the music business, you're not aiming to make a song that go into the British chart where you can get big and tour the world. You're wasting the time. So that's why I would say to the young people, write songs, don't bother with the do-over. Look at Amy Winehouse, what she
Oh, Amy Winehouse. Oh,
look, she just come up from nowhere and just write some songs, and look, she become big.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying to the young people who is listening to this thing, please, if you have interest in the music thing and want to get somewhere, write your own lyrics. Don't go and just do what other people think, because that's already done already. You understand? New lyrics, new thing. We'll each of us learn from each other, Just like how I learned from all the sounds, the bigger sounding that I come to see in Brixton here, and I learn a lot from them. Style of playing, how to play music, what to do. Yeah, I learned that. So a lot of people learn from the music that they already hear and think, but yeah, I would say you can make over one song just to bring you out into the market. But after that you must be thinking of writing your own material. Because if you don't write your own material and continue to do the do-over things, you're not going to get nowhere, I'm telling you.
Wise words. Yes,
Yeah.
that's deep.
So,
Thank you. So what is happening with Coxsone Sound now? You've just come back from Spain, right?
yeah.
A little mini tour.
Yeah, did three dance in Spain. Very
Nice
nice.
Up the people out there, yeah.
Very nice.
I bet you have better weather than this.
In those places when you go there, everybody speak about Bob Marley. Yeah, everything is Bob Marley. When I go out and put on my Rasta hat, the first thing I say, Bob Marley. I'm like Coxsone, but so give thanks to Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Lot of respect to Bob Marley. You take the thing to a higher level for all of us. You know what I mean? In the reggae industry.
Yes, I.
So we'll always give you credit for those works. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, but,
and his children.
But the reggae music is alive, It's alive and well.
Good.
we have new generation now doing the thing.
Yes.
As I say, I beg them to write their own material, come up with original things.
And the sound systems.
Yes,
There's a nice young, a lot of young blood, you know, new energy, young people coming into the sound system, fraternity.
With Coxsone now, I used to have the best sound system team.
Yes.
But
who are they? Please.
I don't even want to call some of them names because them piss me off.
Oh, okay. Well, we fall in and out of relationships throughout life.
Right?
In and out of friendships.
Some of the men them who come up through Coxsone.
Yeah.
In the end,
Yeah.
they wanted to fight me for the sound.
Oh, wow.
People that I bring up in the community from nowhere, take out of Brixton Street and make them big. They think that they are so big now that they can take away Coxsone from me. You can't take that away from me. You have to come with them 16 and hold it back. Missile to take that from me.
Yeah.
So
That happens.
I drop them along the way.
Yes, yes.
And carry on my program.
Yes, friendships come and go.
Yes,
that's
because
right. Stay true to you.
Coxsone is an entertainment center. And no one man can hold back Coxsone.
That's right.
Because the generation grew up with Coxsone, both black and white. Ever since I launched Coxsone from the 69.
I'm going to cut you, Lloydie, because you're talking about launching Coxsone Sound, but you were playing before you had Coxsone Sound. You were playing in solo. You were selecting in clubs.
I started. How I started, right? When I started to give my dad trouble to send him back to Jamaica, right? There was a little shubby in front of where I live. My name is Mr. Burton. So I have nowhere to go, nothing. Don't like England. I just stay in my room when the snow and watch kids playing outside. I wouldn't go out there.
Thinking they're mad.
But I go over the little shubby, and then that's where I start this thing. I said to the man who was playing the music, can I run a few songs from this little sound? And he said to me, yes man, you can play some tune, but when my turn come to play domino.
Okay.
So when his turn come to play the domino,
leave the set.
he give me one pile of music.
I was going to say where you get the tune from.
Play them in the same order that I give them to you.
Nice.
And from that day until now, I never stop playing.
Wow. So how
And
did
that's
you...
1962.
That's 1962.
Right? So after I played here for a year, there was a next bigger sound in the community. So Mr. Bird was giving me £1 a night.
Big money.
£1 Friday night, £1 Saturday night to play the little sound. So after I do that for a time, I said to him, Mr. Bird, you have to give me some more money now, you know, man. Give me something more, man. And he said, no, I'm not giving me nothing more. So I go and tell my brother, because my brother was friendly with a next bigger sound man named Barry.
Okay.
And my brother said, I'm ask Barry if you can come with him, man. So when him got to Barry said, yeah, man, your brother can come from my sound. Nice. But he's not going to get to play this sound.
Okay.
Until him learn.
Okay, so that's when they
So I go to Barry. Barry said, alright, me give you £5 every time I play out.
Whoa.
So that means I get a raise.
Yeah, man, big time.
£3 more than when Mr. Burton paid me.
He was paying you.
Yeah, but I carry on with Barry for that time. But here never leave Barry now, because Barry is a bossy brother, you know.
Is it?
Good selector, you know.
But bossy.
Him really bossy. You understand? So one time Barry gets sick now.
Oh, sorry.
And the sound have to play on a Saturday night. And the first opportunity I get to play the sound by myself.
Okay.
So I play the sound and rip up the dance, and the next day everybody has said, why, oh Lloyd play the song good, and you know, the start get like a strike there. Of course. Put it that way.
Nice.
So Barry gained some confidence in me. And him start let out the song for me to play it. After that.
What was that sound called? Sorry, Lloyd.
Barry Skyrocket.
Okay, good.
But Barry's a brother just sharp, you know, and felt and really,
was it Beavers them times?
Bush, yeah, and Bush, you know. But you when you know, him have a lot of lady friends when him a drink, like, me I play the song over there now and him at the bar. All them lady friends them at the bar with him and him a drink and thing. And when him pay me the £5 now, each time him wait till him and him lady friend them a drink. Him call me in front of them and drop the £5 and give me. I say, no my virgin, this embarrassing, you know. You can't deal with me, so you know. If you pay me £5, just pay me quiet, man. You can't just call me before.
That's right.
The lady friend, man, yeah, him back like embarrassment. So him wouldn't stop, so I leave him.
Okay, that's fair.
I leave him,
Yeah, man.
and I get a job with British Railway at Wandsworth Common as a port officer off the train.
Nice.
So I spend about 2 years doing that and save up my money.
Yeah. For your ticket?
I'm back.
You're still trying to get your ticket?
Well, I'm going to tell you about my ticket now. I meet a nice little girl.
Okay.
And she become my girlfriend and then she get pregnant and have my son. So I say from my son born, I forget about go up again.
Alright.
Because I now go leave my son, my first son, you know.
Of course.
And his son me get involved now. And the money when me work in a Wandsworth train station, me take it and build my first piece of toiletry. And start take my money and build up. So we build a sound in Lloyd the Matador.
Lloyd the Matador.
Yes, I'm a come and conquer South London with that. But some Trinidad and people keep a dance, and the dance called Old Year and New Year's Party.
Okay.
2 nights the dance was going for. So a lot of Trinidad and people, Guyanese people, Barbadian, you know, people them from down the island.
Yeah.
It was their people keeping the dance, so they come to the dance very early. And by 8 o'clock at night, the dance was full, 4 room.
Nice.
You see, my Jamaican people, them always come and dance late. By 12 o'clock, them just draw them foot and come. When them reached the dance, it was so full, them couldn't get in.
Wow.
So, some trouble start at the door now, because them start push off the door for come in. And there's a lot of them. So, big fight start. Man fling brick through the window, the window them and hell broke.
Oh no.
Whole heap of fight, people get stabbed and people get liquid brick and everything that was
sweet.
Everything that could have fling. And all my sound and crash it. Fight, mash up the whole of the amplifier and everything. So
that's people falling on things
So I carry on my sound mash up and I said, I'm now play. Never forget more money now to rebuild back my sound.
Yes.
So you have a man named Joe Creed, have a big sound in the community. Through me not playing Matador, some of my friends them start follow Joe Creed sound. So them come and say, why, like how you know your sound and up on the road, Joe Creed, why you come and play him sound?
You got headhunted?
Yeah.
You agreed?
And I said, I'm not play Joe Creed sound because I want to build up back my sound. But anyhow, them man, I'm a good friend, you know. One morning, my bell ring and we look at them and Mr. Reed come.
They came to your house to come and get you?
They come. And them frustrated me to go and play Mr. Reed. So we play Mr. Reed sound from Balam until we start coming to Brixton for the big sound in there. That's how much Reeds come on top. But here why never leave Reed sound now. Reed was playing in a pub top in Balam every Thursday night. But you know them time they all 9 o'clock sun shine. And we up at the park and play cricket. And he's the selector. So after the cricket done now, about 9 o'clock they come down to go and play the sound. And when they go inside, 2 white men grab me up and rough me up. And I said, listen, I'm the selector for the sound. Them say them don't believe me. And I said, can you go and call Mr. Reed? Them say, we not call Mr. Reed. Go up and them start chuck me and me and them catch a fight. So I punch one of the man bust up in face and all that kind of thing. You know what? I never know that there was 2 police officers in a plain clothes. So when they dance, after me and them fight and beat them up, they still go and play the sound. And when the dance finish now, me and Mr. Reed bring down the amplifier to put in on the van. and peer police.
Oh no.
The policeman spot me and him come and say, "You fucking neck." And you're under arrest.
Oh gosh. And
So-
took you from the dance.
Him
that
know
night?
them search me in front of Mr. Reed. All me have was my kerchief and a couple pound in my pocket. Search me in front of him, right at the van back. So when them trying to put me into their meat van, as we used to call it, the meat wagon, two of my friends start to rebel and start to grab on.
Don't take him, don't take him.
Yeah, start to grab on to me. So them arrest
Them as
my
well.
two friends as well, and them carry with the two things back police station. And the policeman plant me with a machete. Him plants my friend with a long screwdriver.
You know, that was one of the dirty things
Yeah.
they used to do a lot back then.
And
as well,
plant me other friend with a knife, a flick knife.
Oh,
Yeah, the policeman named PC Salt. I'll never forget that bastard. I always remember his name. Yeah, and take her to court. So they put her, they carry her to court the next morning. We get bail,
Good.
and then we return back to court the next week. When we go back to court the next week,
Yeah.
I said, "Mr. Reed is my evidence that I never have any weapon when they
Yes,
search me."
evidence, your witness.
No, Mr. Reed just live around at the back of the courthouse. And I go around and beg him to come and give evidence to me. First week the case tried,
Yeah.
he never come. The second time the case tried, them charged my two friends £300 each,
Oh gosh, that's all big.
and them gone. So my case leave a try. The judge give me all the chance. He said, "Okay, give you one more week to bring your evidence come."
Yeah.
And I go around and read house and beg him, say, "Please come the next morning, come to court for me.
Yes, yes.
Come and make the judge know so we
Did he
never
come?
have no cards." Yesterday the policeman searched me in front of him. The next morning I go court and I look out. So Mr. Reed, no Mr. Reed. Mr. Reed never turn up.
Oh. Why, you think he was afraid?
I don't know, but the
Fear
judge,
catch him.
the judge gave me 6 months
Oh,
in a Brixton,
Sorry to hear
in a
that.
Brixton prison.
wow.
For a knife where a machete that I never
That
have.
it was planted on you.
So while I'm doing that 6 months, I say I would never come out of prison and go and play that man's sound again.
Of course.
I say in
That
Jamaica,
hurts.
you have a Joe Creed and you have a Coxsone in Jamaica who rival with each other. I'm going to come and build my sound and call it Coxsone and rival you.
Okay, is that how?
So
is that
that's
how you
the-
came about calling yourself?
That is the reason
Wow.
I come and build my sound and call it Coxsone and lick off Joe Creed then. Peter,
360.
yes.
Turn around.
So
Thank you.
when I look at the whole history of that, I said, you know something, it worked into my favor because if Mr. Reed had come to courthouse, I would have probably still playing Mr. Reed's sound.
Oh no, that's right.
But through him never come.
Yes.
I changed course
Yes.
and bring my own thing into play.
You birthed
So
Coxsone,
that's where I am now.
which
as-
became a global
yeah,
super sound.
So you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah,
Famous.
but give thanks to the people who support Coxsone
Wow,
Sound. You know?
absolutely.
Really nice, you know.
Absolutely.
It is black and white people that support Coxsone Sound. And then later on, different generation like Indian, everybody come. Of course, it's really nice, you know. I really appreciate the people, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
really
you.
nice. Thanks.
So what has happened? I see this now, 62 years anniversary to
Well,
celebrate. Lloyd Coxsone, the legend, is celebrating 62 years anniversary in the music industry. On the 20th of
20th
July.
of July.
Could you tell us about this, please?
Now, I have never,
62 years.
I am in the business 62 years, and I've never keeping an anniversary for Coxsone Sound before. This is the first time I'm really keeping my anniversary.
Uh-huh.
I've never done it before. I always just play for the people and not worrying about myself. You understand?
Yes.
So this is the first time now I'm keeping my anniversary on the 20th of July at Wolverhampton
the fantastic Dominion Leisure Centre.
Yes.
Sutherland Avenue, Monmore Green, Wolverhampton.
Yes.
From 8 until 5 in the
Yeah.
morning. You're going old school.
Yeah, because
8
the
in
man,
the morning.
Coxsone was resident in Wolverhampton one of the time at a club called Club 67, and that was really successful.
Wow.
So the people in Wolverhampton know Coxsone well. But my friends, they own this building,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
And they said, Coxsone, here is a building, take it and keep your anniversary.
Wow.
Even if you don't want to give away any money. Here is the building, take the building.
That's
right?
true, brethren, and sisterhood.
That's why I'm keeping it in Wolverhampton.
Wow.
And I do a lot of work right through the Midland, Birmingham. I like tell the song when it's your time to play
Yes.
and when it's your time to stop.
Very well organized.
We are sound man when we're playing, we don't want to stop in. You know, when we play against the next song, we don't want to stop. We don't have no breaks, you know what I mean?
So tickets are £30. £30 and it's more on the door, okay? So that is Saturday the 20th of July, 20th of July,
And
2024.
we have minivan from Brixton Town Hall, you know.
Wow.
So anyone who really want to come on this journey, it is £50 return and a minivan.
That's
and
nice.
you can get the ticket from Supertone Record, Acre Lane.
Wow.
Because he's got the ticket then.
Large up, large up, large up,
So,
large up, super
and you
top.
can get it from Maestro in Peckham.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get it from Tooting Broadway Market, Mr. Johnson Record Place. You know what I mean? So
Wonderful.
it's a day out. People can get ready and come and have a day out with me.
Make
And
sure.
help me celebrate my 62-year anniversary. You know what I mean?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. I would be pleased to see a lot of people that are now come, you know?
It will be a joy.
And
It
it's
will
going
be
to
a joy.
be one nice function.
The former champion from London, Lloyd Coxsone, Outernational Sound, with Cultural B and Lloyd Coxsone at the control or the actual top.
Yeah. You know?
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Lloyd Coxsone, unfortunately we have to draw this to a close. We have gone over time. But, and I know we've only scratched the surface.
Yeah, man, we can talk until tomorrow morning if you want, you know.
we can
We
do
have
this
a
again.
lot of things to talk about. When, you know, there's so much things.
So
to
shall we
talk
call this
about.
part one?
For now.
We'll call this part one for now, or volume one
You know what I mean? For now.
for now.
We just ask Brixton Radio Station, big up yourself, you know? Because it's the first time I come to Brixton Radio Station. It's a pleasure to know that we have a station in Brixton called Brixton Radio Station. Because the best radio station that we did have in Brixton was Choice. And what happened? The bigger people and buy it out just to close it down.
Yes.
I
Yes.
was doing too good, you know?
Yeah, well,
So-
it was doing very well. It went through a phase where, which all businesses do.
Yeah.
No business is plateaued or always going up. There's fluctuation.
Yeah, but,
And Choice had its fluctuation.
Yeah.
Went through a bad time.
but I hope to come back to Brixton Radio Station
Oh, we'll have you.
Anytime.
in the future, you know?
Anytime.
Anytime.
Anytime. You're
And
welcome.
I'm saying to the young people and that is here, you know,
Mhm.
that they must carry on and carry, you know, don't make anybody stop them from doing what they're doing.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And-
They're hearing you. They are hearing you.
Yeah, man.
I've got Raphelia's tune here, Lloydie. There's some decks up there.
Yeah.
I've got Raphelia's tune here. Would you like to play it for the people then?
Old man.
Wonderful. Okay, let's move over
Old
to the
man. I
decks.
like playing tune, you
Have you
know.
got it?
Thank you, thank you. Okay, give us 2 minutes. We're gonna go over to the decks. There's a mic over there.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
let's go and get that sorted.
Go for your laptop.
What a good intro. Yes, massive. I'm on Lloyd Coxsone at the control tower. I like to be nowhere else but here, right? So I'm gonna play a song we released lately, the Feel Tune. So hope you like it, right? And right now I am on Brixton Radio Station. You ever hear that, people? All the people in Brixton who never come to Brixton Radio Station yet. There is Brixton Radio Station right here in Brixton. It's the first time I come here, but It's a very good vibe, you know. Very nice people here, and them doing something with the youth, them helping out the youth them. So, and they must support it. Try and find out where Brixton Radio Station is. I want to support it. I'm on Lloyd Coxsone, I support it. So, I play this tune for me, right? Respect to everyone, yeah? Yeah, man. You're engineer, well gone.
We'll edit that one.
Yeah, man, this is my latest release, you know?
Position, we have to take position. In transition, we have got transition. Transformation, participation. Take your position, take your position. In position, we have to take position. In transition, we have got transition. Transformation, participation. Take your position.
Yeah, man, this is a young girl who we have bring out of the ghetto. You know. First time she sing a song. You know. We have bring her out of the ghetto. That's our job to help young people produce new records, right?
Position, we have to take position.
It's on the cops on the label, you know. In all record shop, check it out.
Transformation, participation. Take your position, take your position. In position, we have to take position. In transition, we in a transition. Transformation, participation. Take your position, take your position. For the living, even the dead can't get no peace. Constant destruction of the masses. We're being heard about like sheep. Oh, we're free on that road to nowhere. Where is the money maker? How we support it? Just paid a fortune for the last meal. That juice that tough we kill. We take your position. We have to take position. In transition, we in a transition. Transformation, participation. Take your position. Take your position. Position, we have to take position. In transition, we in a transition. Transformation, participation. Take your position. Take your position. Respect all the human beings, even the God of it might be. Couldn't get justice for a loved one. Releasing brutality, paid with fair fees. Oh, we're still on that ride to nowhere. Being in Christ by physically. Entire human race is in disrepair. Mother Earth, the lovely earth. Take your position. We have to take position. In transition, we in a transition. Transformation, participation. Take your position. Take your position. Position, we have to take position.
Yeah, man, see.
We're in a transition. You have to take position.
Yeah, man, we say take your position in life, you know.
Need peace,
Massive
peace,
respect.
right?
I love everyone, you know. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Brixton Radio Station. Every time, big up the youth, them. Who are trying to do something conscious, you know. Loving it to the max every time. Yeah, so big up yourself. Rastafari, love, you know. Yeah, man.
Give thanks, Lally. I'm gonna run the rhythm, yes, while we just cool out here. Thank you so much, Lloyd Coxsone. Beautiful tune. Take your position on Sir Coxsone label. Gonna run the rhythm for you.
Rise up in the sun. They can't leave into the
Available 7-inch.
Position, we have to take position. In transition, we in a transition. Transformation on this plantation. Take your position, take your position.
Do remember, do not forget, Saturday the 20th of July. Lloyd Coxsone, the legend, celebrates 62 years in the music business at the fantastic Dominion Leisure Arena, Sutherland Avenue, Monmore Green, that's Wolverhampton. 8 p.m. till 5 a.m. alongside some of the world-class British sound system legends.
Brixton Dub Club. Brixton Dub Club. Each and every week right here, Mews, South London. Yes.